Good evening, friends, followers and channel members. Happy Monday. It seems like it's been a long time since I've been able to say that. A Monday night stream. I can't actually remember the last time this happened. I think it was during lockdown, as I'm normally working Monday nights, but as we approach Christmas the schedules change. So here we are, and we're going to check out some fantastic scenery from Flightbeam Studios, who have just released Toulouse Airport. Big thanks to those guys for sending the scenery on over tonight for us to check out. We're going to do this flight in real time, real weather. When we get to Toulouse, we'll get off VATSIM and we'll change the time of day, so we're going to have a little look around the scenery in the daylight. I'm very anxious to see what they've done with the Airbus side of the airport. Obviously, as you know, many of you will be aware that they have lots and lots of Airbus operations there, their assembly base, and lots of belugas flying in and out, which is where my 6-year-old spends half his time tracking them on Flight Radar 24. So apologies there was no pre-notice to this stream. It literally was a last-minute thing, so I am completely unprepared. I'm faffing around with charts and having a look at what's going on. I think we've got air traffic control online as well, so if that remains, then even more realistic, so that's going to be good fun. Good evening to everyone who is already in the chat and getting on board. Evening Matthew, Simon, Theo, Mark, Sam, Justin, Carl, Gilberto, hello, thank you for joining us tonight. Chris, last 380 delivered to Emirates, did a test flight yesterday. Yes, I saw that. Flightsim 123, Justin Mercer, Willie Thornton, good evening. Your PC's broke at the moment, you're waiting for a replacement part so you can check the sim out. Good luck to you. Alfie001, it has been a while. Looking forward to seeing you on board tonight. Quantum Mechanic, hello to you too. Sam, bonsoir. Robert, Darren, good to have you on board. Dark Fury, great stuff. Hopefully I've given some of you enough time to join me if you wish. Terry, good evening to you as well. Mike, thank you so much. Danny Robo, hello. Sam Mitch, the scenery is the Flightbeam Studios brand new Toulouse. I think it was released, I don't know if it was today actually, today or yesterday. Very, very new. And we're at Lille, which again is a handcrafted airport here. However, it's just a freeware one, as you can tell. Much better lighting for starters. We all know that lighting in Microsoft Flight Simulator in the default airports leaves somewhat to be desired. So, enough waffling from me. We're going to get on board and set things up. Now, the operational flight plan has already been pinned into the chat for those of you watching on YouTube, so you can follow that around. Some of you can go through that and pick out anything I need to be aware of. Like I said, we've literally done this on a whim. So I'm going to put myself to the test today. Let's get on board. In fact, you know what? I've not even got things like self-loading cargo fired up just yet. So let me just go ahead and do that. Dear Mark, a good instruction movie on the divert to the other airport. Oh, the video that came out today. Yeah, a few people have been asking me, you know, is it possible? Can we do it? And whilst it's not strictly possible in its realistic sense using the secondary flight plan, as you saw in the video, if you have watched that, if not, go and check it out. There is a way to do it, and it's acceptable. It's just, it would be easy if you could do things like holds, so as you're faffing around with the McDo, you can concentrate on flying. That said, you may have also seen that Fly-by-Wire are looking at now bringing out a remote McDo. Well, that is a gem for the cockpit builders, isn't it? Get it on a tablet down below, and that will be really very, very neat. So we can concentrate on flying the aircraft while tapping away on a tablet. Just need to go and buy another tablet now. Dr. Magic, good evening. Dr. Fury, Dr. Fury, Dark Fury, you had to re-download the sim after last night's crash to the desktop. How long did that take you? Is that all been done? Sam, are we in your hometown? What, here in Lille or down in Toulouse? Either way, obviously, we're going to check both out this evening. Right, well, it looks like the luggage is about to get loaded. Let me get self-loading cargo fired up. Whilst it's doing that, we'll get ourselves into the flight deck. So, of course, as per usual for an evening stream, the aircraft is in its turnaround state. A little bit of rain as well, I can see on the windshield. Not too much, just coming in there. Nothing for us to worry about too much. Right, let me go ahead and get those passengers on board. To do so, of course, let's get the APU started. Carl, what's my estimated time of departure ASAP? 1 hour 20 minutes flight time today. I know we had an hour on for either side of that, so we're looking at a good 2 hours 20 minute stream in total. We'll be going for about 14 minutes. Okay, well, there we go. Let's get APU started up. And we're going to just pull in information on the tablet as well. Current weather then here in Lille, if that will fire up. There we go. QNH is 1026, wind 180 at 8. Visibility, according to the METAR, actually here in Lille is not that great, to be honest with you. However, I'm not too concerned about if we had to return here. It's well above minimums for a nice Cat 3 approach, which this runway does allow, actually, assuming we're not overweight. I've not double-checked that. We'll have a little look in a second. So our operational flight plan, let's just have a look. What's our takeoff weight going to be? Takeoff weight is, oh yeah, so takeoff weight is below maximum landing weight, so yeah, if we had a problem coming back in here on an auto land if needed, we'll be able to do that. So plan block fuel is 5.7 tons, and a quick check down. Let's have a look. Here we go. Where is the where's the weather? Alright, so destination airport. Ceiling visibility is okay at the moment, but it is starting to drop, obviously, as we go into the cold winter nights. We can see fog is on its way. Hopefully we'll get in a long time before that happens. And if we just check our departure airport, oh, actually visibility is fine at the moment. There's just temporarily a little bit of drizzle and rain, broken 600 feet. We've got no problems getting back in here, wouldn't even need an auto land. Right, but with the potential, just in case that mist does decide to come in a little sooner, I am going to take a fraction more fuel. So if we take 6 tons, that's a nice round figure. Let's go ahead and get that loaded on. There we go. Okay, fuel is underway. Is that APU fired up yet? Yes it is, so APU bleed and come on. We'll just start that timer. Whilst I'm doing that, let's just go through some checks. So the overhead looks absolutely fine. We're just doing some turnaround checks. Our initial climb out here is going to be flight level 70 according to the SID. We'll get that loaded in a second. Pedestal, things like the switching panel, thrust levers, engine masters, all that stuff looks absolutely fine. Flight deck door is currently open, and we're going to just put the flight directors on 1 and 2. That QNH has now changed 1026. Let's go ahead and alter that. There we go. And of course all the screens and things are all turned up to where we want them. Let's just turn up the integral lighting as well. As I'm doing that, I'm just going to turn up a little bit of flood lighting because we'll get the dome lights off for our departure. Alright, looks good. And with the minute up, we can get the packs on and we can start getting some passengers on board. So let me just fire up the self-loading cargo crew. We'll get you guys on board. Looking forward to a nice flight down to Toulouse this evening.
Refueling is underway and the bags are starting to get loaded, so let's open the doors and allow our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, jetway is already connected. Passengers are boarding. Right, so let me bring up my operational flight plan. Good evening, HD. HD's been fighting with his pup this evening, so we'll see how long he can stick with us for. Right, let's see, what have we got? Payload, let's get that OFPs requested in. 163 passengers, so that should be done instantly now. A few people have asked me, how do you get this now to do it instantly, because if set to realistic, it can take 20-25 minutes, which is fine if you're going through all the procedures and things like I am here in the sim. But if you're wanting just for a nice quick departure, then you may just want it set to instant. You can do that on the tablet. So payload of 16952, that's correct according to the flight plan. Zero fuel weight of 59.5, that's good as well. Zero fuel SUG. Cargo, I'd never noticed that before. Alright, so that is our aircraft weight for the passengers, payload, etc. all set. Refueling is still currently underway, that's fine. So a quick flick over to the data page, check out IRS for IRS nav. Aircraft status, we've got the correct engines database in there. We've also got the correct AirX cycling. So onto our init page, we'll get the ACARS uplink. Alternate tonight is Bordeaux, another airport which has now got handcrafted scenery. Payware. Now this flight is actually taking place almost in real time alongside us tonight, so if you get on Flight Radar 24 you'll be able to see it. We'll race the real aircraft. I bet he beats us to it. I think he's meant to land at 2020. I think he's meant to land at 22:20 Zulu time. So Alpine 973 November. Costing next flight level 330, temperature minus 54, and the drop is 1114. That's close enough for the sim. I'm happy with that. So let's have a a look at the flight plan. HD Bordeaux as an alternative. Can we do that? Why couldn't we do that? I'm now thinking, oh lord, what have I missed? What's the weather in Bordeaux? Oh, crumbs. Yeah, that's probably not the best choice for... so, we've got visibility... Oh, visibility is fine. Is it the ceiling that's 306 feet? Oh, hang on, that's the other way around. The ceiling's fine, the visibility is not. The visibility in Bordeaux is 306. Ah, okay. Technically we couldn't use Bordeaux. It's the minimums there are too low. We could instead use Lima Fox Mike Lima. So let's go with that. Lima Fox Mike Lima. They're looking far better. Thomas Florence, welcome to the First Officers Club. Thomas, thank you so much for your kind support. Looking forward to seeing you on many more flights. Really appreciate that, Thomas. Lima Fox Mike Lima. Okay, so Marseille is now our new alternate as the weather is far too low. Plus, it would be an RNAV as well in Bordeaux, so definitely not an option for us. So let's leave Marseille in there. Thomas, you're finally a member. Thanks so much, Thomas. Really do appreciate that. So on to the flight plan then. So we're going to be departing runway 26, and that is on the Verma 6 Papa. Give that a second load in, insert, and our arrival is going to be runway 14 right. So the ILS runway 14 right, which was in use when I created the flight plan. Might not be in use when we get there. Depends, doesn't it? I think ATC are currently online, so we can easily change it if we have to. Narek 6 Alpha. And now let's check out what are the VIAs here. A few doubling ups there, isn't there? Let me bring the charts out. So we've got Nitro for the 6. It's the 6 Alpha we're doing. So Ablis is that our initial approach fix. There it is. And insert. Okay, let's check what this looks like. So our departure should contain 701, 711, and Verma. 701, 711, Verma. That's flying clear of discontinuity. And then at the other end, we have got Ablis, and then from Ablis, let me just flick over to the plan as well, see what it looks like. So from Ablis, we've then just got, well, it's actually showing a straight-in approach. Now, according to the actual chart, you would fly a 12-mile DME arc to bring us in to the final approach fixes and things. However, if ATC are online, they would probably give us vectors in rather than flying the full DME arch approach. But yeah, there it is. We can discuss that perhaps a little bit more in the cruise, depending on whether ATC is online or not. All in all, however, that looks good. That looks fine. All right. Onto the RadNav page then, and in case we had to come back into Lille, it is have we got anything that we can use here? I think we've got an NDB if we so needed it, just for situational awareness. We've got the ILS, which is 110.75, that's already in, and we've got the Lima Echo Quebec VR, which for some reason isn't actually shown on the on the SID, but it is on the arrival. There we go. 109.0, and that's also turned on, just so we've got that as well. There it is. Onto the Init B page then. How's refueling done? That's all sorted, and passenger weights are on. Let's check out what winds we're working with this evening. We've got a tailwind of 2. And the zero fuel weight, centre of gravity, etc. 59.4, 24.3. Fuel planning tells us 5.1, and we've got 5.9, so we've got a nice little cushion there in case we needed it. Now, fuel to the alternate. Let's check this out, because the alternate in the flight plan is 1.5 or just over, but that's for Bordeaux. We're not going to go to Bordeaux. The fuel difference is going to be 1.7. So definitely worth loading that little bit of extra fuel. Extra 40 minutes flight time. I'm happy with that. That's all good. I can't see any reason why we're not going to get in at Toulouse. 2 nice long runways. Visibility shouldn't be that rubbish. Even if it is, we can do get down to Cat 3 B auto lands there. Onto the performance then. Now, the transition altitude here is 5,000 feet, something that Fly-by-Wire have now brought into us as populating automatically. Does that happen in real life, HD, the transition altitude being populated? Normally we had to pop that in ourselves. Flaps 1, and the flex is 60. Thrust reduction acceleration is 1635. 1635. Oh no, it's not. What am I doing? It's noise abatement 2, isn't it? 3135. And the engine out is 1135. There we go. And the V speeds. Oh, I like this, HD. Green dot is exactly the same. So V1 is 131 and 133. HD, I like how you say yes, it's 99% correct. And 136. Great stuff. Right, that's all set. Let's get the constraints turned on. HD, what was the performance? Was it set for a wet departure? We've got anti-ice for the engine on. I'm trying to have a look to see if you've got anywhere where it says that it's wet. Oh yeah, runway condition wet. Yeah, we're good. Excellent. Already checked the METAR for us. Mind you, that's done automatically, I think, isn't it? Right, that's all good and set. Let's do a little brief. So, the weather at Lille, as you can see, it's wet, it's raining, but visibility is fine. We've also got auto line capabilities here, so that is fine if we need to return here. Got no problems doing that. Aircraft is still the A320NX. Nothing wrong with the aircraft, with the exceptions of terrain radar and ground radar. TCAS is operational on this test version, so we do have TCAS. No NOTAMs to be aware of. In truth, no NOTAMs I've had time to read since starting this. Threats to be aware of: minimum safe altitude is 2,000 feet, and that I actually don't think there's too much to concern us with now, other than myself being unprepared for the actual flight, which of course is has the potential to be a major threat. We are currently parked then at the main terminal on Bravo. We're at Bravo 9, so we're going to push back, and I would imagine then facing, I would say, well, we can face either face either west or east. I think ATC is online, so we're going to contact them in a moment anyway. They'll tell us what to do, but if not, it's going to be down on Victor to Papa 2 and Tango to the holding point, and then depart runway 26. Departure is the Verma 6 Papa, and straight out RNAV departure. Left turn. Is that immediately after takeoff? Let me just check. At the far end of the runway, turn left. Yeah, so far end, turn left. And we've already checked that these waypoints are correct. No speed restrictions, so all is good with that. Emergency brief, standard Airbus emergency brief. Let's just check our engine out procedure. However, engine out procedure is standard. It's a left turn at 1,700 feet to the ASBAR holding point, which is to the south of the field. We can also check where that is just here. Nice, easy place for us to either hold or return back into Lille. Happy with that. Right, I think I've just heard the fact that the passengers are all on board. Jetway can disappear and the passengers can hopefully get sat down. We'll get the signs on and we'll also contact ATC for our clearance.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our EasyJet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
That's great, thank you.
So we have got both Reims control and Paris control. I'm just checking VATSIM because I'm not 100% certain where this where Lille falls or under whose jurisdiction. I have a feeling it's going to be Reims, which is 1283. We can always ask. Definitely worth asking the question rather than just going in and requesting for the full departure briefing. Thank you, HT. Good spot. Reims control, good evening. This is Alpine 937 November. Do you are you currently controlling Lille this evening? Are you there this evening? Oh, deathly silence. Oh well, never mind. Let's use this time wisely. Reims control, Alpine 937 November, radio check.
Uniform 123 Air France 63 Hotel Victor Mercy.
Clear, 420 when ready, we have to send about 230 and I did not quite get the rest of what you said.
Well, not convinced.
Still have a Morak, 420.
Carl, you heard the radio check. Yeah, I'm not sure Reims have. Let's just flip over to Paris 1281 and they'll be able to confirm. Don't have this problem in the real world, do you? Paris control, good evening. Alpine 937 November. Currently on the ground at Lille. Are you controlling us tonight?
Alpine 937 November A firm, I have your clearance, ready to copy.
Roger, Alpine 937 November, go ahead.
Alpine 937 November, you're cleared to Toulouse, Verna 6 Lima departure runway 26, initial climb flight level 70, squawk 1000.
Cleared by the Verna 6 Lima departure runway 26, initial climb flight level 70, squawk 1000 for Alpine 937 November.
Alpine 937 November, read back correct.
Okay, slight change to the departure but nothing major, so let's just go ahead and change that. Runway 26, so it's the Verna 6 Lima. And I'll go through and check all those changes in a minute as well. And Squawk 1000, that initial climb is flight level 70, that's already in, so I'm just going to go ahead and check these against the charts.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, may I welcome you on board this EasyJet aircraft for your flight today. The ground crew and the fueling crew have all finished, and we're just about finished with all our cockpit preparation up here. The cabin crew are making their final checks as they work through the cabin, so if you could please get yourselves sat down comfortably with your seatbelts securely fastened and give them their full attention as they begin their safety briefing. A big welcome on board today to our EasyJet Sim Pilot members, who of course are welcome to free complimentary drinks throughout the flight. Once we reach our cruising altitude, our cabin service will commence and the cabin crew will be able to provide you with drinks, snacks and merchandise throughout the duration of the flight. Once again, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with EasyJet today. We'll have an update for you when we are airborne.
Okay, so everything matches now. We've got the correct departure in there. Let's do our go through the checklist. So before start, checklist to the line. Cockpit preparation is completed. Signs are on and auto. Ideas,
Ida Express
3 green,
3741 leaving my airspace,
fuel
Unicom
quantity
122.8.
5980, and balanced. FGS is set, altimeter is 1026. We'll just double check that overfly point then. Okay, so it's definitely there, and we could just pull heading, or track rather, if we needed to. We can leave it in heading mode. It's not a great deal away, is it? But as you can see there, we fly on the track 271 to QQ 700. Okay, all looks good at that point. Start getting into pushback.
Cabin crew, please van doors and cross-check.
Paris Centre, Alpine 937 November, on the ground at Lille. Stand Bravo 9, we're ready for push and start.
Alpine 937 November, push and start, Brave facing east, QNH 1027.
Push and start approved, facing east, and QNH 1027 for Alpine 937 November. Quick change to the QNH. Beacon light on, and we'll call the tug.
Express 171 Paris, bonsoir, identified. Air France 2407, dès que près, descendez niveau 150, stable Urelo.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Before start checklist below the line, windows and doors are closed and armed. Beacon is on, phone is on silent, parking brake is on.
Express 171, direct Loli.
So pushing back, Bravo 9 facing east, we'll be taking Victor 2 then as planned.
All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. Standing by for pushback.
Okay, we've been cleared to push and start, so let's
KLM 470 Paris, bonjour, identified.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead.
Paris radar, good evening. November 620, Papa Bravo, flight level 190 now.
Okay, clear.
November 620, Papa Bravo, Paris, bonsoir, identified. Climb flight level 290.
Parking brakes are
290 for 620, Papa Bravo, bonjour.
pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
Paris Center, Papa Hotel Papa 1, flight level.
So starting the pushback, engine start
flight level
to ignition and starting engine 1.
Papa Hotel Papa 1, Paris, bonsoir, identified. Climb flight level 240.
Always that paranoia check.
240, Papa Hotel Papa 1, merci.
so we can just see the taxi lights that we're going to be headed down. Looks like it is getting a little misty, actually.
153 with you, flight level 350.
United 153, Paris, bonsoir, Reims is now open, you can contact Reims 128.3, bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety car...
Paris Control, good evening, Channel 2355, radio check.
Life jackets...
Channel 2355, Paris, bonsoir, radio 5.
Brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will...
La France 75 Lima Golf, Paris, bonsoir, identifié, montée niveau 290.
In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on...
La France 1604, contactez De Gaulle approche, 121, décimale 150, au revoir.
And released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it...
KLM 470 direct X Ilo.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat.
KLM 470, contact Reims 128.3, bye-bye.
Starting engine 2.
Flight level
Click together
260.
and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it in...
That was blocked, the other station, please.
Loving the Jet 2 logo
Inflate by pulling the
livery
toggle.
over there.
If it fails to inflate or
Again,
needs to...
AIG doing a wonderful job. I've not seen that one before,
There's a
actually.
light and whistle for attracting attention.
Shamrock 520, Paris, bonsoir, identified. BBAX 9 Echo arrival.
Must now be stowed, armrest down,
BBAX 9
window
Echo
blinds
arrival
open,
for
and
Shamrock
seatbelt
520.
fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Good evening, Paris Control, Shamrock 32 Charlie with you at flight
I love
level
a good
260.
busy ATC,
Shamrock
makes it
32
very
Charlie, Paris,
realistic.
bonsoir, identified. BBAX 9 Echo arrival.
BBAX 9 Echo for Shamrock 32 Charlie, merci.
Golf India Golf,
So a
Tango
big
Sierra,
welcome
descent
to
flight level
anyone who is just joining
230,
us.
leveled
Please don't
by
forget to hit the like
Lusa.
button on the stream as well. It makes a huge difference to the channel. It helps other people to find us as well. So big thank you to those of you that have already gone ahead and done that.
Paris Control, Channel 2355 is ready to copy AFR clearance to Toulouse. Currently parked at stands B13 at Lille.
Channel 2355, you're clear to Toulouse. Verna 6 Lima departure runway
Engine 2
26.
stabilised.
Initial climb, flight level
Pushback is
70,
complete. Parking brake is on.
Good engine start. Clear to disconnect. See you at the side.
Have
Have
to
a
start
good flight.
flows.
Holding position, waiting for the visual.
Cleared to Toulouse via 6 Lima departure, then 6 Lima departure on runway 26. Initial climb was 70 and squawking 1000.
Channel 2355, read back correct. Break, Air France 75 Lima Golf, direct Artus.
Direct Artus, Air France Lima Golf.
Channel 79 Alpha Mike, leaving my airspace. Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
I'm glad he's leaving the airspace. With the call sign like Alpha Mike, my ears would be pricking up all the time.
November 620 Papa Bravo, leaving my airspace. Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, November 620, Papa Bravo, Mercy.
Okay, we're going to do a flight control check.
V79 Alpha Mike, leaving my airspace.
Full
Unicom
left.
122.8, bye-bye.
Full right.
Unicom 122.
Neutral. Full up. Full down.
Easy 89
Neutral.
Alpha Foxtrot, contact
Rudder.
Reims 128.3, bye-bye.
Rudder. Full left. Neutral.
Paris Control, Air France 1341, bonsoir.
Easy 89 Alpha
Let me
Foxtrot,
just see if I can do
you are
something about
blocked.
that
Just
ATC
confirm
being
from me,
loud. It's because everything's been
128.3.
reinstalled, so hang on 1 second.
183 for EC89 Alpha Foxtrot.
Hopefully
Thanks,
that is a
bye-bye.
bit better.
Break, Air France
HD, just
1341,
confirm that
Paris,
for me,
bonsoir.
because I put
Identifié,
the
montée
engine
niveau
anti-ice on,
290.
but not the wing anti-ice. I didn't think wing anti-ice was on.
Shamrock 3 to
But
Charlie,
I'll let
descent
you
flight
sort
level
that out for me.
100, level
Let me know if
by
there's a mistake
Collier.
there. Right, so flight control checked.
for Shamrock 32 Charlie.
We'll get plenty of wind shear, etc. It's not a long taxi, this, so try try and get ahead of ourselves a little bit.
Echo Uniform Paris Bonsoir identified. Tinil 9 Echo arrival.
Can we have the Tino 8 Echo? We forgot to update the
Pushback took us clear.
the database.
That's all good for me. Tinil 8 Echo.
Roger at the new 8 Echo for France 6 Echo Uniform. Thank you.
Alpine 937 November at Lille. We're ready for we're ready for taxi. Sorry.
Sorry, who's ready for taxi?
With you, flight level 250 at
Alpine 937 November at Lille.
Alpine 937 November, taxi holding point runway 26 via Papa, report ready for departure.
Taxi hold short runway 26 via Papa and will hold short and report ready. Alpine 937 November.
And Shamrock 520, descent flight level 100, leveled by Colliers.
Descend flight level 100 by Colliers, Shamrock 520.
Easy 6223 Paris.
Easy 6223 is with you, flight level 250.
Easy 6223 Paris, bonsoir identified. BDAX 9 Echo arrival.
BDAX 9 Echo
Straight down
arrival
here
for
on
easy
Bravo and
6223.
then left onto
Air France 2407, descendez maintenant niveau 150, stable Rélo.
and we can do a quick brake
Express
check as
074,
well.
contact Reims 128.3, bye bye.
1283 round. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Okay, left turn here
Air France
onto
75
Papa.
Lima Golf, contactez Reims 128.3, au revoir.
Avec Reims 128.3, merci, au revoir. France 75 Golf.
Air France 1341, contactez Reims 128.3, au revoir.
HD, but easy to lie to you, saying, yeah, no, I did that after, I did the after start checklist.
Paris Control Channel
But there's about 140
ready for
people that had shot me. No, I forgot. But anti-ice on the ECAP status is checked. Pitch trim is 24.7 and average trim is set 0. Peds check. No changes to performance, units 127, flex 60. Engine out procedure is standard 1,700 feet, left turn to Asbar.
Bye-bye.
And departure is the Verma 6 Lima. That's in the FMGC, stop altitude 7,000. Before takeoff, checklist to the line. Flight controls check, departure briefing confirms. Flaps is config 1. FMA takeoff data. 131 blue, 136 magenta, climb nav blue, 1FD2, 7,000 blue, flex 60. Transponder is set. ECAM memo takeoff, no blue, EFB is stowed.
Golf India Golf Tango Sierra, contact Swiss radar 128.050, bye-bye.
128.054, Golf Tango Sierra, au revoir.
Shamrock 32 Charlie, report your indicated airspeed.
Cabin crew, if you could take your seats for takeoff, please.
250 knots for 33 Charlie.
Shamrock 32 Charlie, Roger, speed 280 knots.
HD, that performance calculation, was it for the intersection departure or do we need to backtrack?
Speed 280
I
knots
didn't
for
check.
sequencing.
Speed 280 knots for sequencing, Shamrock 520.
Easy 6223, descent flight level 100, leveled
I'll
by
try and find
Colliers.
that out in case HD is busy. I don't want to take off with performance less than what we have.
Colliers, easy 6223.
With the tarmac in
6223,
front of us.
negative 100.
100.
Oh yeah, that's fine,
by
Tango
Colliers,
2. Perfect.
easy 6223.
Okay, quick check of our brake
Air
temperatures.
France 26,
They're all good.
9,
Approach path looks
yes,
clear.
26,
We'll let them
96
know that
Paris, go ahead.
we're good to go.
Air France 2696, the good approach is covering Orly. You can contact him for the clearance on the 121.150. Bye-bye.
Just waiting for that guy to reply. I don't like to step on any other pilots if possible. But we are ready to go. Lights, packs, TCAS, etc.
Express 171, direct VATSIM.
Let's just get ahead of the game a little bit. Alpine 937 November, runway 26 at Lille, we're ready for departure.
Alpine 937 November, wind 200 degrees 5 knots, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26, Alpine 937 November.
Air France 2407, contactez De Gaulle approche, 121, décimale 150, au revoir. Air France 96 écho uniforme, dès que prêt, descendez niveau 150, stable Urelo.
Before takeoff, checklist below the line. Cabin secured, engine mode selector to normal. TCAS T8 RA packs off.
Air France 96 Echo uniform, when ready, descend flight level 150, leveled by Urelo.
Roger, ready, descend level 150, level by Urelo, France 96 Echo uniform.
Paris Control, Channel 2355, ready for taxi at Lille.
Connect 2355, taxi holding point runway 26 via Papa, report ready for departure.
Hold point 26 via Papa, Channel 2355.
Okay, so final paranoid check just before we
Paris
go.
Alpha, Lufthansa 58 Hotel,
Overhead's good.
3402, rapport.
Everything down below is
58
fine.
Hotel Paris, bonsoir identified.
No real rush, there's nothing
Echo
behind us and nothing waiting to take
descend
off.
flight level 130.
We're ready to go, so
Lufthansa 58 Hotel, British 9 Echo arrival,
take
descend
off.
level 130.
Start the chrono. Set 50% in 1. That primary flight display is a little bright, isn't it?
Lufthansa 958 Hotel,
So
any
take
chance
off thrust.
direct Devon?
Lufthansa
Manflex,
58
SAS.
Hotel, AFM direct Devim is approved.
Thanks a lot, direct Devon, Lufthansa 58 Hotel.
Camber 32 Charlie, report your speed to De Gaulle approach, 121.150, bye-bye.
Little incline on the way there as well. V1, rotate. Into the mist and fog.
Shamrock 520, contact De Gaulle approach, 121.150, bye-bye.
121.150, thanks very much, bye-bye.
Gear up. Autopilot 1 engaged.
By 937 November, identified, climb flight level 290.
Flight level 2, climb flight level 290 by 937 November.
Le centre, bonsoir, Royal Maroc 101, niveau 320.
Royal Maroc 101, Paris contrôle bonsoir identifié, arrivée Vébus 9 Echo.
So 290
Coupé
blue.
Vébus 9 Echo, Royal Maroc 101, merci.
Thrust climb, SRS. Just wondering how close this will get to the 700 waypoint, which was an overfly waypoint, as discussed a little earlier. We're only half a mile away, so that's quite good. Wayne, good evening.
Paris Control,
Barry
Channel
Barton, good evening. Member for 6 months, Barry.
F,
Thank you
Tango
so much for your
2,
continued support.
Runway 26 at Lille.
Channel 2355, wind 200
And
degrees,
climb.
5 knots, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Runway 26, clear for takeoff, Channel 2355.
That's the Chanix behind us, who's also coming with us to Bordeaux. No, he isn't. Toulouse. Bordeaux. Where are we going? We're off to Toulouse. Accelerating away now towards S-speed.
Royal Maroc 101, descendez niveau 130, stable Lorny.
There was a noise abatement 1 departure, so acceleration took place a little later than usual. But here it comes.
Royal Maroc 101, pardon, mon erreur, descendez niveau 150, 150, stable Lorny.
And there's S-speed. So,
Royal Maroc
Fox
101,
0.
Paris.
Spoilers disarmed.
Express 086, direct
Paul,
west.
good morning to you. What's it like down under? Up above that little low cloud there now. Let's release the
Express 086, direct VATSIM, Victor Echo Sierra Alpha November.
Pharaoh, yeah.
Express 171, contact
Mark, good evening to you.
128.3, bye-bye.
So just monitoring everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Did we have a little stream issue there? Nothing to do with me. Computer's fine. I think that was Streamlabs.
Now flight level 150 to be leveled by
Don't think you've missed much. Hardly anything at all. I did see Streamlabs drop out attempting to reconnect. It lasted for about 5 seconds, so hopefully not too much of a problem. So we've passed 10,000 feet anyway. Let's go ahead and clear that RadNav page out. Check our progress. Flight level 330 our cruise today. That's available to us as and when. We've been cleared up to flight level 29 by ATC. And I see no reason as to keep the passengers in their seats any longer.
Control Channel C355 with you. Passing flight level 50 at Quebec 703.
Channel 2355, you're identified. Climb flight level 290.
Sign has now been turned on.
Climb flight level 290, Channel 2355.
Toilets are now available. However, when in your seat,
That is control, good evening, you return 938, we're climbing to flight level 90.
please contact a member.
Eurotrans 938, Paris, bonsoir, identified. Climb flight level 290.
So, although I've just put the dome lights on,
that's
that's purely just because we're here in the same. I would imagine in real life you would you can keep those on until you're in the cruise.
261 at flight level 190.
Speedbird 265, correction, Speedbird 261 identified, Lookip 9 Echo arrival.
Keep those eyes adjusted to the dark, just in case.
Lucky 9 Echo arrival, Speedbird 261.
Barry, you're trying to get the CRJ into wherever that is currently. Good luck to you.
6223, contact Google approach, 121.150, bye-bye.
Von McLean, you've got me in your sights. Are you in the fighter jet? Hope not.
Paris, bonsoir, it's the ZAT 124, leveling 290, direct Ville.
ZAT 124, Paris, bonsoir, identified, climb flight level 290.
Okay, maintaining 290 on reaching ZAT 124.
Spanner 21, Lima X-ray, Paris Contrôle, bonjour.
HD dome usually on dim for the takeoff, bright at cruise, depends how romantic you want it. Does that depend on whether your co-pilot is male or female, HD? Passing 17,500 feet. All is well so far. Christian, your dome light is permanently off. Oh, man after HD's heart.
Bus station calling, say the call sign again, please.
Easy 148.
Easy 148, you're outside my airspace.
Vaughn McLean, are you in the Chanex? Oh, lovely. Excellent, good stuff. You're not that far behind us then, are you? Great stuff. Thomas Vampire Christian, yeah. So our flight time today is quite long. Well, for a nighttime stream, flight time is 1 hour 17 minutes, so we've got plenty of time to relax and enjoy the flight.
Paris Control, good evening. This is
that guy didn't sound too sure if it was evening or not.
Level 340 inbound Lekos.
Portugal 686, Paris, bonsoir, identified. Lufthansa 58 Hotel, stop descent, flight level 150, flight level 150, leveled by Lorny.
Lufthansa 58 Hotel, stop descent, level 150, level by Lorny.
HD, Friday night quiz. I know you have no concept of what day of the week it is, but that's ridiculous. It's Monday.
Direct Mokip.
Go for it, HD.
Mokip, Zap 124.
You can start the Monday night quiz. Thank you to all of you liking on Facebook and following on Twitch as well. Thank you so much for that, you guys. Van McLean, you've got a slightly different flight plan to me. No matter.
938, direct Pepon, Papa
I'm
Echo,
sure we'll,
Papa Oscar November.
What was that call sign? 938. That's close to us, isn't it?
Direct Pepon, Eurotrans 998.
He has pricked up again there.
Lufthansa 58 Hotel, contact the good approach.
Yeah, HD, it's not Friday.
150, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 58 Hotel, 121 150. Au revoir.
I know, we normally do Friday night streams and today's Monday. I'm just throwing everybody off.
Tony, on
Tell you what I didn't check, because this was done in such a rush this evening, was the SIGMET charts, but to be honest, just looking at them now, I don't see anything that's going to concern us. I see up to 18,000 feet, but we're well out of that now.
Juliet Paris, bonsoir, identified.
HD, you can't think of a question what may come to you. Oh no. Thomas, are you allowed to drink beer on a Monday? Of course you are, it's Christmas. Look, we've even got the Christmas livery. I think. Oh no! I've selected the wrong livery. I tell you what that was. It's because I was recording a video earlier, and of course, it's not always Christmas on YouTube, so I thought I'd best come out of the Christmas livery. Don't worry though, we'll get the Christmas livery back.
Dubai Center, United
not mid-flight, of course.
With you, flight level
Christopher, yeah, well, live weather's working fine. We're on live weather now. No problems at all.
Identified. Agent 356 Paris, bonsoir. I need you at a node flight level. Do you accept flight level 350 or 370?
Flight level 350, United 135.
Negative wasn't for you.
Now Christian, you see, so Christian asks, HD, do you remember the
flight level? Do you accept flight level 350 or 370, Agent 356?
I'm just checking the call sign there, I don't want to miss ATC. Yeah, so Chris asks if HD remembers the question from weeks back. Well, we've discussed it before. HD doesn't remember anything that he doesn't need to. It takes up valuable space that he needs for his job.
Paris, good evening. Express 171 on flight level 360 and 100 miles inbound to Busan.
Express 171 Paris, bonsoir, identified.
Dark Fury, question. Can the engines be overboosted in the toga position? What, do you mean like you overclock a CPU?
Alpine 937 November, continue climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Alpine 937 November.
Royal Maroc 101, contactez De Gaulle approche 121 décimal 150, au revoir.
121 décimal 150, Royal Maroc 101, merci, bonsoir.
330 blue.
Paris Control, Speedbird 721 with you inbound rail car.
Speedbird 721.
Mark, that's right, yeah, so if I was full flaps, I'd go full to flap 3. If I was doing flap 3 landing, config 3 landing, I'd just go to flap 2. Just literally up one stage.
Z968 Juliet, climb flight level 380.
traffic.
And flight level 309, Z968 Juliet, thank you.
When would they do that then? When would they boost the engines past toga? Perhaps when it's digested a bird and they want to flush out the remains.
Express 141 Paris, bonsoir, identified. Direct VATSIM.
So Thomas, Florence, toga can be flown maximum of 5 minutes for toga power. Unless it's a single engine, then you've got 10 minutes.
Check uniform Alpha.
Portugal 686, descent flight level 140.
We'll descend level 14 for Portugal and 686. These are a bit
De Gaulle Post, bonsoir, Air France 96 Echo Uniform.
Air France 96 Echo Uniform, double
So we're going to
check
be
the
going
frequency,
straight over the top of Paris
12150.
tonight. You can just see the lights from the big city down below. Quite close to Charles de Gaulle as well. I was just checking that.
Speedbird 721 requesting final plan to flight level 380.
Yeah, so
Speedbird 721 Paris,
there's
bonsoir,
Charles de Gaulle.
identified, Derek Vessan.
Direct Vessan, Speedbird 721.
Wayne, I just knew that Greta was going to make an appearance on the chat this evening. And I'd have paid good money to bet it was by you. Apparently combustion is increased if you throw Greta in the jet intake. Steady climb now. 1,300
With Air
feet.
1337 Paris, bonsoir, identified, climb flight level 140 initially.
I do think VATSIM does a fantastic job of adding the static degradation to the to the radio comms. So I just want to have a look and see if we've got any ATIS for our destination this evening. See if VATSIM are controlling it or not. Send that off, see what happens.
Paris Control, Speedbird 8 Golf, inbound ZDL, flight level 230.
Speedbird 8 Golf, Paris, bonsoir, identified.
Dr. Perez,
TCAS
Jose, show you the
Echo
TCAS.
arrival,
Okay, so
report
TCAS is
indicate
down
airspeed.
here. And at the moment it's turned on. TARA, traffic advisory.
Could you repeat the arrival for
resolution
Speedbird 8 Golf?
advisory. Traffic
Speedbird
alert
8 Golf,
resolution
Speedbird
advisory.
9
Sorry.
Echo arrival.
And it's scanning above. We're going to flick that
Quebec
to
9
below.
Echo arrival, Speedbird
but
8 Golf, and indicated airspeed is
have we got any? I don't think we've actually got any traffic around
Speedbird 8
to
Golf,
speak
Roger,
of, so I
speed
can't show you anything.
300 knots, descent flight level 100, leveled by Koliv.
We should be landing on 14 right. So that's the plan. Macart style.
Evening, by 1312, request Alpha clearance to Toulouse.
I call you back, break, Speedbird 8 Golf,
Yeah, so
descent
no
flight
ATC
level
by the looks of
300,
things.
descent, reduce speed 300 knots, descent flight level
And
100,
Alt-Star.
leveled by
We'll get
Koliv.
out cruise in a sec.
Reduce speed 300 knots and descend flight level 100 level by Koliv. Speed.
Captain Ed,
8
do I know
Golf.
why you can't see the top of the descent point of the
Connect
fly-by-wire?
2355,
Yes, because it's
climb
not
flight
yet
level
modeled.
330.
But I can show you how to create one.
Climb
We're going to do
flight
that
level
soon.
330, Channel 2355.
There we go, alt cruise.
Alpine 1312, I have your clearance, ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Alpha 1312.
Alpine 1312, you're cleared to Toulouse. Verma 6 Lima, departure runway
So at
26.
Dursa,
Initial
we'll
flight
do
level
a
70, scope 1000.
fuel check. Let's see what we should have.
Clear to Toulouse, 6 Lima, departure runway 26, initial flight level 70 and score 1000, Alpine 1312.
Alpine 1312, read back correct. Break, Speedbird 326 Paris.
Speedbird 326.
I'll check some fuel
Speedbird
load.
326,
3,
bonjour.
so we've got half a ton
Niner
extra.
Echo arrival. Descent flight level 100.
So we should have about 4.5
Echo
tons when we
arrival,
get
descent flight level
to Dursa.
100, Speedbird
Oh, very nice.
Alpine 937 November, contact Brest 125.5. Bye-bye.
Over to Brest control now, 125.5 for Alpine 937 November. Good night.
Speedbird 261, left heading 040, descent flight level 100.
040.
Break just means a break in communication. So he's talking to one aircraft. He's then going to give an instruction to another aircraft directly after, but a different aircraft. So they just say break. So he needs to give so all other aircraft know that they may be about to be contacted. Brest control. Good evening. Alpine 937 November, flight level 330 overhead Dursa.
Alpine 937 November, bonsoir, direct DSAC.
Direct to DSAC for Alpine 937 November. Ooh, we should just get in before 10 o'clock if this is to be believed. Frank, good evening. Just completed 6 touch and goes at Liverpool under full VATSIM ATC. Needed to lie down in a dark room for some change of runs afterwards.
Press control, bonsoir, speedbird 726
oh, fantastic.
Flight
That sounds like great fun, particularly with ATC there as well.
Bonsoir, direct.
That's excellent. Well done, Mr. Abbott. Shame we were there, we could have sat and watched that, couldn't we? Just to really pile on the pressure. Minecart, do I ever get textures or text in the cockpit where it's blurry? No, I haven't, no. I know some people have, and I don't know if that's something to do with NVIDIA drivers, things like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we'll be delighted to hear that we're now at our cruising altitude, and we hope to give you nice views throughout the flight as we have good weather ahead and should be experiencing.
Breast control, good evening. Channel 2355 with you at 4.5 miles out from Duckcraft. 32,000.
Channel 2355, bonjour, direct DSAC.
Cabin service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that EasyJet single pilot
Direct DSAC, channel 2355.
Thank you, and I invite you to sit back.
By Jurassic, you see that I always set my flight directors, you're in default to on in cold and dark. Is it changeable? No, that's a little problem, a little bug in the simulator. Yeah, cold and dark, they're always on for some reason, aren't they? You'll just have to imagine that the last guys to have hold of the aircraft forgot to turn them off.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
I think that's about as much as Paris as we can see there. I can see the contrail behind other traffic showing on TCAS, not on TCAS, sorry, on the sim, so that's good, on VATSIM. Von Lane, yeah, runway 14 right for landing. Oh, HD, is that so? I didn't know that. So they're always on when you start the jet up in real life. You shouldn't have to turn them on. Wow. Well, as we've said many times before, you learn something new every flight. Minecon, sadly not. No, the old eyesight wasn't good enough. So now just a very detailed enthusiast and simmer. So with everything looking good, we can just sit back, chill, and relax for a little bit. I could find some romantic music and turn the cabin lights down if you wish.
Base control, good evening, Eurotrans 938, we're at flight level 290.
Eurotrans 938, bonjour, climb flight level 350.
So we should be on the
direct
ground
backup.
in about 50 minutes or so.
Direct
something like
backup
that.
and climbing 350, Eurotrans 938.
Let's just go ahead and get some en route weathers as well. If I can press the right button. Weather request. There we go. So we've got our arrival, we've got our alternate, and we can always check as well, can't we? That Bordeaux is as bad as we said it was going to be. This may be a common question, but can you listen to music in the cockpit cruise phase? Well, who would know? Unless you don't respond to ATC.
Brest control, bonsoir, booster 462.
Dan 320, you have an old Lufthansa A320 FCU in your home cockpit. Oh wow, that sounds amazing. If you set it power on, the FDs are also on by default. Wonderful.
Direct DDAC.
HD, you can get the candles and red wine. I don't like red wine. It's a bit too heavy for me. I'd quite like the 350, but I also love the 380 just because I think it's a tremendous piece of engineering. How that thing flies, I will never know. I do know, but that's not the point. I much prefer just...
Alpine 9379, leaving my airspace monitor Unicom 122.8. Bye-bye.
Over to Unicom now, 122.8. Thank you for the service. Good night, Alpine 937 November. We're on our own, kids. Okay, so Toulouse, what we got? Ooh, hello. Becoming 400 meters and foggy. At the moment, ceiling and visibility is fine, QNH1025, but becoming 200 meters and foggy. So, do we brief the auto land just in case? JJ says they have a kip during the cruise phase. Yeah, hopefully not both of them. One at a time. Vom claimed you got your printer on order ready for the update. It's amazing how fly-by-wire is responsible for the retail of so many items across the world.
Press control, Channel 2355, just checking you can still see me. I assume to have an issue.
HD, yeah, no, that was for 937 November. Pretty certain it was. We also called it back. We're still on his frequency anyway, so I'm sure if that wasn't meant for us, I would hope he would have let us know. We'll monitor him anyway. Just in case.
2355, leaving my airspace monitor Unicom 122.
Now, to be fair, he's just given the Chanex, who is behind us and going to the same destination on the same route as us, the Unicom call. So
have a great evening.
That's enough evidence for me. Right, I've got a bit of time to troll through some charts here. Guess what I'm checking? Nope. first runway visibility is 450 meters below, ceiling 200. Ends when it's greater than 800 meters and ceiling greater than 200. An improvement is expected. Okay, so we're not there yet. We're going to be landing runway 14 right, vacate runway 14 right, runway, and via taxiway Mike 2. Use of Mike 4 on specific control clearances. So it's going to be Mike 2 that we're going to be taking. Let's have a quick check. Have I pulled up the airport charts for this? Yeah. So we basically need to roll right to the end of the runway then. So we'll roll right to the end of the runway, cross runway 14 left. And then from there, we're on to... oh, hang on. Oh, that's November 2. Yeah, November 2 onto Papa and Tango. And then into the terminal. Hopefully everything as well, given it is brand new scenery, is going to have the correct signs. So, nice to see. Whilst we're just talking about our visibility, what have we got? So, Cat 1 is still 550 meters. And then we've got a fully working aircraft, so it's going to be Cat 1 or full auto land Cat 3B. We'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on that. Christian, it's getting foggy. Yeah. See, it says it's becoming 400 meters and foggy. When? Give me a time to the minute. At the moment, though, as far as I can see, where we are right now, it looks pretty good. Matthew, hey Matthew, fly as a Cat 2 and have some fun. Or should we knock off auto thrust as well, just for the laugh? Christian will be foggy probably Thursday next week, maybe. Wayne, your grandson told you you'd be an excellent king in his nativity play. You declined. You don't want to be called the Wayne King, as this is your occupation, not your name. Well, speaking of nativity plays, that's partly the reason why I'm streaming tonight, and I won't be doing our usual Tuesday night stream tomorrow, so there'll be no stream tomorrow, because I will be at my lad's nativity play, so looking forward to that. HD, becoming means now. Oh, does it? Oh, alright. Looks like the auto land might be in use tonight. That means I can sit back and enjoy. To a certain extent. Anikate Photography, have I checked out the latest version of Pushback Express? No, I haven't, but to be fair, I never had Pushback Express. So, no, basically. Matthew, yeah, Cat 2 runway vehicle range 300, so no need for the cheating version of Cat 3. Yeah, I'm going down and using as much automation as my aircraft allows. Doc, am I one of those wise men tomorrow? I'm not sure I've ever been that. It's like the old joke, isn't it? Why wasn't Jesus born in Barnsley? Because they couldn't find 3 wise men or a virgin. Von, am I making a direct or following the approach? Well, if we just have a look at that flight plan. We'll see that actually intercepts the ILS. How far out does that intercept the ILS from fix? About 5-10 miles away. So yeah, I will probably, instead of doing the full DME approach, not the DME arc approach, then I will probably stick with direct, unless I've got the ability. I've got TCAS, haven't I? So I can use that to my advantage. Oh, quiz. HD, what lights do you need on each approach? Cat 3B with no decision height. I'm not going to give you the answer to that because I know it. So I'm going to let some other guys have a pop at it first. HD, I'm glad you clarified that. When you said Cat 3B with no decision height, I thought, that's not right, surely. But Cat 3B with a decision height, Cat 3A and Cat 2. Oh no, don't make me try to remember the whole lot. I'm useless at this. This is the stuff that captains need to commit to memory. Christian, Nav and strobes and beacon only for Cat 3. I hope you're being. I hope, Christian, you're trying to be funny. I'm sure you know more than you're letting on there. So, in case anyone is any doubt, HD is referring to the runway lights that you've got to be able to see. The easiest one. I'll give you the easiest one because this I can remember. The Cat 3. The Cat 3C approach, if you like, with no decision height. That is, you don't need to see any lights. No lights at all. Nothing. Nada. Hopefully. Who knows? It might just stay as nice and clean as that down there, with none of that rolling fog coming in.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Matthew, you're recommended to turn off your landing lights when you're flying Cat 2. Is that presumably because of visibility, right? I would imagine. It would make sense, of course, if it is very nice and foggy. You don't want the glare back. A bit like when you've got the high beam in the cars, really, isn't it? You don't want the fog flying back on you. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a pop at these answers, aren't I, HD? See just how much I can try and remember. I'm gonna fail this. How many questions were there again? We got one right. I think I can remember the auto land procedures. So everything, but that's not the question. I know that's not the question you've asked, but still. Oh, right, okay, hang on. Let me bring up the chart so I know what it is I'm actually trying to remember. So we know Cat 3, see, no decision height. You don't need to see anything, so forget that. Cat 3B. Cat 3B with 75 meter runway visual range. Did you say 75? Oh, thank you. Cat 3B with decision height, Cat 3A and Cat 2. Oh, right. Okay. Let's have a go. So, the Cat 3B with a decision height, 75 meters. You need to see at least one. You need to see one of the approach lighting systems or runway edge light. That doesn't sound right even as I'm saying it. That's what I'm going for. You need to see what you need to see one light. I forget which one, or whether it can actually be any of them. But I'm going for one light. Christian, we'll be right back after he's consulted Google. I could so easily do that, but I'm not. I'm sort of. Let's see if we can test my memory. So what we got left? Cat 2A, runway visual range 200 meters. I think that's got to be. So, oh, HD. Oh, wow. Okay, we've got one. One centerline light. Approach lights will be behind you at that point. Right. Okay. Yeah, but it's one light. Just one light. Okay, I just couldn't remember which light it was you needed to see. Fair enough. Okay, so Cat 2 with its decision height 200 meters. Well, it's going to be higher then, surely. So 200 meters, you're going to be able to see the approach lights by 200 meters, aren't you? So I'm going to say 2 approach lights. 2 approach lights. Just realised we're getting awfully close to our destination. I need to start doing some sort of setup. So Cat 3A. Yeah, so Cat 3A with a decision height of 50, runway visual range 200 meters. No, the approach lighters are going to be behind you with the decision height of 50, aren't they? So, runway visual range 200 meters. Yeah, okay. I'm going with 2 lights. 2 lights for Cat 2. Sorry, for Cat 3A. 2 lights Cat 3A. 1 light for Cat 3B. No lights for Cat 3C. No decision height. Cat 2. Well. Oh, actually, that was what I was going to say. HD for Cat 2. I was going to say 3 consecutive lights, but that's Cat 3A. Right? Okay. My head hurts. I'm now considering what the low vis procedures are again for this arrival, just so I can work out what we're doing. Uh, 550 meters or below. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to go then with the fact that looking at this weather here, we're going to be in low visibility procedures. So we are going for a auto land. Everything's working. Everything's working. Cat 3B, it is going to be. So Cat 3 has 3 consecutive lights. Cat 2, 3 lights from the approach lighting, runway lights, edge lights, touchdown light, plus lateral element, approach lighting crossbar, or threshold green lights. Have you typed that out or copied and pasted it from your FCOM? Right, let's look into this. What's our wind? 170 at 3. Temperature is 6, dew point 5. Yeah, they're getting close together, aren't they? QNH 1025. Matthew, that is a lot easier. So in the US the system is easier. Sea lights, that's it. Just sea lights. Doesn't matter what they are. Just sea lights. QNH 1025. Temperature is 6. HD, that's the only reason I can remember that one. You don't need to make a decision, so you could land with your eyes closed. You don't need sea lights. I wouldn't recommend doing that, by the way. Wind 173. Okay, that's all done. Where are we going to start our descent? Because we're about half an hour, 30 minutes away. We're far away, to be fair. Let's have a quick look. So, 4,000, what's our platform altitude? 3,000 feet. Let's aim 4,000 feet at Tango Lima Bravo. That's not actually in our approach, is it? From Albiz. I might have to just add some stuff in here, to be fair. So we've got Albiz, and then from Albiz why isn't Albiz showing on there? We've got Netro. That's the 6th November, but we're not doing the 6th November. We're doing the 6 Alpha, which is 31 miles to the threshold. Right, okay. In that case, if we get to flight level 80 by there, that gives me time to slow down. That actually works out quite nicely. So, what are we at today? We're at 32? No, 33. 33,000 feet. Let's work out what the top of the descent is going to be. We'll get down to flight level 80. That's about 75 miles away, but have we got a tailwind? Yeah, a little bit. Let me go into the fixes page, fix info, A, B, LIS. There's our top of descent, almost right upon us. So we're on Unicom, we've got no problems doing that. I have overestimated that a little bit, so we've just got time to complete this briefing. So we're going to be flight level 80 at Albiz. We're then going to be getting down to our platform altitude, which is 3,000 feet. Transition altitude here is 5,000 feet. Minimum safe altitude as we're coming down 2,500, 3,000 from the MSA Toulouse, from the Toulouse VOR. And we're going for an auto land. ILS is 110.7. Elevation is 488. Missed approach altitude. Doesn't actually give us one, so I'm going to set our own minimum safe altitude, 3,000 feet. Climbed 1,500 prior to acceleration. Alright, let's start heading down. Thrust saddle, open descent, 080 blue. In the right-hand page, just to help us with a little bit of distance, we can also put the Toulouse VOR in there, which is Tango Oscar Uniform. .92 miles away, 177. And on the RadNav page, just double check that we've got 107, the ILS is in. Just checking these final fixes. We've got IO14 right. And the centre fix 14 right, final fix 14 right. So we're now on our way down, 85 miles away. Nicely on profile as we head down. Missed approach, just quickly brief that as well. So as we can see, we fly out on runway heading to 5.1 miles for ILS DME. Left turn heading 016, climbing to, oh, it is there, 4,000 feet. Why didn't I spot that? Climb to 4,000 feet to intercept and follow the 331 radial from the TOW NDB. Proceed on the 026 to NDB to Netro. Which is the missed approach fix. HD, you're going to predict we'll see the runway at 10 miles. Well, if that's the case, we don't need to do the auto land and we can land manually, can't we? Nothing wrong with doing that. All depends on just how good Microsoft Flight Simulator its weather is going to be done, doesn't it? I have seen mist rolling across airports before though, even when there's been no cloud or anything like that. It's been eerily realistic. In terms of where we are going to do what, let me just go through this. So, there we go. So at Ablis, I want to be a green dot at Ablis, which is about 20 miles away from intercepting the ILS. So green dot, we can then fly around 10 miles or so, flaps 1, and then flaps 2 with the glide. Passing flight level 220. 65 miles. Okay, so just briefing the auto land. So we need to be all configured and stable with all ECAM actions complete by 1,000 feet. At 900 feet, TCAS should downgrade to TA. Landing inhibit at 800 feet. Make sure 700 feet, the FMGC data locks, the course, frequency, etc. We need to be stable at 500 feet. 350, we want to see land on the FMAs. Check the ILS course is correct. 2,000 feet, if the red auto light appears, then we go around. 40 feet, or by 40 feet, we want to see flare on the FMA. And then when we hear retard, that is when we retard the thrust levers. We might be slightly above the profile here, so let's just wind that up a little bit. Actually, we're not. We're pretty spot on there, to be honest with you. We've got 10,000 feet to go and about 30 miles or so. So yeah, no, that's fine. So around 2,000 feet per minute. We'll continue with that. Approach checklist, minimums, no DH. Engine mode selected as normal and EFB is start.
Return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are travelling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt provided. The toilets will now go out of use until the fastened seatbelt sign is turned on. Please contact a member of the cabin.
Oh, that is a great question, HD. So the aircraft is currently Cat 3 dual. We're fail operational. If we have a failure, can we still get in? Say downgrade to Cat 3 single. Yes, we can. How come I went into selected speed, Christopher? Just because I had a momentary thought where I thought we were above the profile, so I just wound that up a little bit. Turns out we're not. We're absolutely fine. The other question, HD, if you're going to phase it that way, if we have a failure, can we still continue? At what stage during the approach? That'd be quite important. Say if runway visual range was 400 meters, then Cat 2 is absolutely fine. Cat 1, not so much. No ATC, so just make sure we are on Unicom. There it is. Or what if we were below 1,000 feet and downgraded to Cat 1 for whatever disaster we've just had? Can we continue? Coming up on 10,000 feet. Toulouse traffic Alpine 937 November, 33 miles to the northeast of the field to land. Okay, as we come back to 10,000 feet, we are going to go Manage speed and pull that to thrust idle open descent. Start dimming those lights. And let's activate the approach phase as well.
Toulouse, traffic, channel 2255,
Matthew Natman Cat 3 means more block time equals more money. You're paid by the minute. So you're praying for bad weather. Okay, so I said I wanted to get green dot about halfway between these two fixes there, didn't we? So that's looking good at the minute. And we're going to continue down now. We're going to continue down and I'm going to set for, 3,000 feet. And that's at local pressure, 1025. .3,000 feet is set. Currently about 23 miles away. We're nicely on a profile as it looks at the moment. Little stutter there, that might be just as that new highly detailed airport is loading in. Matthew, you close the door, you put the parking brake drops and then you do the brief. Well, time is money. So we're literally just on profile at the moment. Does it look misty and foggy over there to you? I'm not at all sure.
Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing. Should be arriving shortly.
We're literally on the glide path there, so I'm just popping those speed brakes out. I want that glide path to, the glide slope just to start creeping above us now. I still need to slow down, which I'm going to do now. So let's speed brakes out. And remember, we're rolling right to the end of this runway, so I'm not anticipating any great need for auto brake. Ah, look. I can see the runways, no problems.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down, and window blinds
shall
open.
we? Flaps
You
1.
now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Still got those speed brakes out. A few ferries are getting nobbled tonight. Literally just keeping hold of that glide slope at the minute. So I'm just going to put the lock button on. So we've got lock blue. There's a reason I'm not putting the approach on at the moment. So we're going to pull that back to 180 knots. Let's get flaps 2 out then with the glide slope that close. Flaps 2, speed checked. Flaps 2. Hold 180 knots. With that extra drag coming out, we can get rid of those speed brakes. And now looking at where that glide slope is, I think we're going to be absolutely fine at getting both the localizer and the glide slope. So let's get everything armed. Alt glide slope blue, lock Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Could just slow that rate of descent down a little bit now that we're happily making our left turn to capture that localizer. Well, I say happily, not 100% certain. We're wavering left and right a little bit. Toulouse traffic Alpine 937 November, establishing runway 14 right at 11 miles. Alt star, lock star. Not a hint of mist or fog in sight. Did we get the landing lights on below 10,000 feet? Yes, we did. So once we've touched down and parked up, I am going to bring the sun up and let's have a look at this gorgeous scenery in all its glory in the daytime. 8 miles, let's start reducing that speed. HD, the METAR doesn't make any sense. Cav OK, visibility 400 meters. Hey Digital, you've just landed in freezing fog. Nice. Well, we had planned the auto land, of course. What we could do now, we're not going to be doing it. So, minimums have now changed. 5 miles, let's start configuring flaps 3, landing gear down, speed, spoilers, cabin, lights.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
And flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin is secured, auto thrust speed, go around altitude is 4,000, not 3,000. 4,000 set. ECA memo landing, no blue.
1,000.
1,000 feet to go.
Toulouse traffic, Channel 235 is establishing on a final 14 right at 11 nautical miles.
Autopilot disengaged, dive control. Toulouse traffic Alpine 937 November, runway 14 right, 3 mile final. Very little wind, and what wind there is almost a dead-on headwind.
$500.
Approach stable. Just drifted off that centerline slow.
400. 300.
I do find finding the perfect touchdowns
100 above.
more difficult at night. You don't have the big white markers
200.
to see.
Minimum
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Hey, spoilers deployed, reverse green. Not in any massive rush to decel. We are decelling, of course, but we'll go right to the end of the runway. So we'll knock the reversers off there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we
That's
ask
Mike
that you
4.
remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the
toe brakes to
overhead
finally
lockers.
slow us down.
Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you
Toulouse
reach a
traffic,
designated
traffic
smoking area.
2355 is established
On behalf of the captain and the
final
crew, it has
7
been our
nautical
pleasure
miles
looking
north
after you
landing
today.
14 right.
Our ground crew will help you complete your EasyJet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter,
Oh, this looks
or
better than
EasyJet app.
the default. Okay, we'll just tidy ourselves up here. Toulouse traffic, runway 14 right, vacated. And check runway 14 left. There's the traffic that's landing behind us. That looks great, doesn't it? So, welcome to Toulouse. We're going to check out this beautiful scenery once I've just found somewhere to park. I've just seen the chat. Has Nick just caught you all saying something again? Okay, we're going to go left here onto Papa, then right onto Tango. Look at this. Handcrafted airport, looks beautiful. I'm always much more inclined to come back to handcrafted airports just because of how good they look. So we want to take Tango 20, which is just coming up now on the left. Correction, on the right. Dwyle, hello mate, yeah, you're just in time for parking. Right, is this Tango 20 coming up just here? I believe it is. Sorry, not Tango 20, we're on Papa 20, it's Tango 40, it is. There we go. The terminal looks great over there. So stick with me guys, so we can check out this new scenery. Big shout out to Flightbeam for providing the airport for tonight's stream. Did I get the APU on? Let's go for it now, shall we? Looks like a good safe landing. He's down. Then we just need to find somewhere to park. Any stand will do. I'm just giving us a little tour, really. There we are, Toulouse main terminal. We're going to head across and have a look at the Airbus complex in a moment. So stand 54. Let's turn in here, shall we? Oh, make a better job of it than that, surely. Let's turn the taxi lights off. Oh, that wasn't too bad. We managed to rescue that.
Toulouse traffic, Channel 2355 is vacated 14 right.
Welcome to Toulouse. I like that. We've even got the baggages sign and the exit on the steps. That's awesome. Let me just get the parking brake on. Shut us down. There we go. We'll do things a little bit properly. So engines 1, engine 2 off. Get that into standby. Seatbelt signs, beacon light can come off. Fuel pumps as well. And we've got a jetway here. Should we just see if that registers and works? And then we'll take the drone camera out for a little bit of a look. Terry, thanks for being with us today. Have a good one. Quick look out to the side of the airfield. There we are. We've got everything working. All the ground vehicles. Frame rates are good as well. Do we have the external power connected? Is it actually connected? Yeah, there he is. He's coming now. So let's get that turned on. Alright, so nighttime we've already seen. This looks beautiful. Really nice. Let's go for a little stroll, shall we? Let me just change the speed of the camera, otherwise it could take us a while to get around here. Let's flip it over to daytime as well, so we can have a bit of a better look. Oh, here we go. Wow, look at this. This is awesome. What can we see? So British Airways. Oh look, the engines have been removed. Or rather, they've not been there yet. How awesome is that? The primer on that. There's the engine test run-up area. Oh, this looks fantastic. There's our next EasyJet aircraft. Ready to be delivered. Air France Industries, primer on that. Have they got one of the 380s? Oh, I think they have. Look at this. Cathay Pacific, Lion. Oh man, yeah, look at that. I love it. This may just be one of my new favourite series. I love how they always do the tails just so they know which company they are going for. What you need to do now, guys, is you need to download the car from flightsim.to. Just come and zoom around all these static aircraft. I don't even recognise those tails. We've got more over here. Can I go in the hangars? HD? I have no idea. Should we have a look? Depends how much detail they put in, I guess. I'm guessing not too much. We were hoping for maybe some Easter eggs in there. That would have been kind of cool, wouldn't it? I don't think they've done too much inside these hangars. No, nothing in there. Not that we expect there would be. Oh, look at that! And there's a 380. Again, still to be painted and delivered. What are they? Are they ATRs? Oh, nice. Is that there? Is that Concorde there? Is that part of the visitors centre? I didn't know there was a Concorde there, if that is the case. Where else should we go? Let's just go back to the main terminal. Then I'm going to go to the west apron. I've just realised I'm still on VATSIM, but that's okay. So let's just have a look at what the actual passenger area is like. And this is the area that a lot of people pay attention to. Shame we've not got any cars going through there. We've got a few static people around. There are some airports now that have actually got non-static people walking around, haven't they? They're actually walking around in the terminal. We've got, yeah, it's just an empty hangar. But, you know, I don't hold that against any developer because I don't want my PC resources being hogged up by stuff inside the terminal. That looks awesome. Quite like that. Oh, we do have some. There are some inside here, some shops. Some developers really go to the next level, don't they, with stuff inside the shops? We've seen that before. The exteriors, though, I'm loving this. Athens has got moving people. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Christian airport scenery game. Find the McDonald's. I've only ever found one. Where was that? That was one of the German ones. I want to say Berlin, but it might not have been. I keep saying one day I want to do the Airbus tour, but with my lad, he would absolutely love it. I would as well, of course, but I could probably sell it to my wife that it's for him and not for me. Right, shall we go across and have a look at the other apron? This is where all the belugas usually end up. Oh, a few static these private aircraft. They're not bad models, are they? Either just for statics. You don't want to put too much detail into them. Again, just clog resources. But as you can see, as I'm moving around here, there are absolutely no frame rate issues. So very, very user friendly. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. A350 in-house colours. Is that 320 Neo? Yeah. I suppose that was easy enough to get, wasn't it? Oh, there's aircraft in hangar just there as well. Primer on that one. Office blocks. Let's get out of there. I don't want to go to work. Who's that? West Air. Is that Canada? AirAsia? Von McLean, well flown, my friend. Thank you so much for flying along with me tonight. I look forward to seeing you on many more now. This is awesome. Imagine seeing these in the daytime. This, however, is what I wanted to come and see. How long before we see these as a flyable version? Have we got any XLs? Oh, such a shame we haven't got the numbers on. Do you know what? I need to show my lad this scenery tomorrow. He's going to absolutely love it. He's beluga mad. Yeah, I was just hoping they may have a number on, but never mind. Neutron 419, you've just seen your office building. This is awesome scenery. I love this. And to be honest, I'd much rather that, if anyone was ever going to do Toulouse, I'd much rather they spend more time and effort into the statics for the Airbus side of the factory, etc. Because that's what we want to see. I'm not bothered about all the stuff inside the terminals. Lufthansa, Vietnam, Delta, TAP, Cathay Pacific, JL, another beluga. Yes. Oh wow, this is absolutely fantastic. Hats off to Flightbeam Studios for this wonderful scenery. Just like the blue you saw in Nance the other day. Yeah, that shocked me when I saw that. I don't think Nance is on its usual list, but what fantastic scenery. Really, really enjoyed seeing this tonight. And look, HD, you must have some new aircraft coming. It's there, or it's in for repair. Either or. Well guys, with that, we're going to leave it. Not a hint of mist in sight. Thank you so much guys for joining us on the stream this evening. I hope you enjoyed that little tour at the end there as well. This is certainly some scenery, some airport that we will be visiting again in the future. Check the link in the video description to get to Flightbeam Studios and add this airport to your collection. Thank you to everyone who has donated and contributed to the channel's upkeep during the stream this evening. As always, big thanks to HD for his entertainment and knowledge and his Friday night quizzes. And thank you to all of you as well, EasyJet and Pilot channel members, for your continued support, and to everyone else for watching. Please do hit that like button on the way out. It makes a massive difference to the channel. Thanks so much everybody. I'll see you all again for the next one very soon. Good night.
Traffic Alpha 1312, 12 miles, final from touchdown runway 14 right, Toulouse traffic.